asked me why I don't hit her hands with a ruler when she plays a wrong note. She thought all piano teachers did that. I've been teaching piano from my home studio for 15 years, and Rachel is my Tuesday 4 p.m. student. She's 8 years old and honestly the most talented kid I've ever taught. Been coming for 3 months now, and something about her always felt different. Most 8-year-olds bounce around, talk nonstop, beg to play pop songs instead of scales. Rachel sits perfectly straight for the entire hour, never speaks unless I ask her a direct question. Her mom drops her off but never comes inside. She just sits in the car with the engine running, scrolling through her phone. I tried talking to her once about Rachel's progress, but she cut me off with this tight smile and said Rachel knows what's expected of her. That should have been my first warning. Today, Rachel plays Mozart's Sonata number 11, and she's perfect through the first movement. Her little fingers move precisely, mechanically, like she's a tiny robot programmed to play. Then it happens. She plays F instead of F sharp in measure 32. First mistake she's ever made in my studio. She immediately freezes and pulls her hands into her lap. Her whole body starts shaking. I tell her it's completely fine. Everyone makes mistakes. Even professional pianists mess up sometimes. She looks at me with genuine confusion on her face. Aren't you going to use your ruler? I don't understand what she means. The ruler, she says again, holding out her hands with her knuckles up for when I'm bad. I look closer at her knuckles and see faint marks, thin lines across them. My stomach drops. Rachel, who uses a ruler on your hands? She smiles like she's proud. Mommy does. She says all real piano teachers use the ruler. 3 hits for each wrong note. That's why I'm so good. She's actually smiling about this. Mommy has a special ruler just for piano, the metal one with the sharp edge. She says pain makes perfect musicians. I ask how often this happens. Every day when we practice at home, 2 hours before breakfast, 4 hours after school. She shows me a bruise on her forearm. This is from yesterday. I kept messing up the left hand part. Mommy had to use the wooden spoon because the ruler broke. She thinks this is completely normal. Mommy says I'm special because I can take more pain than other kids my age. I feel physically sick. Does anyone else know about the ruler? She shakes her head quickly. It's our secret to winning. Mommy says if I tell anyone, they'll take away my piano and I'll never be special anymore. I was horrified, but didn't want Rachel to be scared. My hands are shaking now. Rachel, does mommy do anything else when you make mistakes? She nods enthusiastically. The closet. If I cry during practice, I go in the closet with my keyboard until I can play the whole piece perfect in the dark. It's actually good practice because then I don't need to look at my hands. I somehow finish the lesson, acting completely normal while my mind races. Rachel leaves with her mom, and the second their car turns the corner, I'm on the phone with Child Protective Services. The woman on the phone says they need evidence, documentation. I email them photos I took of Rachel's hands with my phone. I tell them everything she said, word for word. They say they'll investigate within 48 hours. Next Tuesday, Rachel comes in with fresh marks on her knuckles, red and swollen this time. She casually mentions they practiced until midnight last night because she told her mom about the F-sharp mistake. Mommy was disappointed I messed up in front of you. We did remedial training. I document everything again, taking more photos when she's distracted by the sheet music. I call CPS again, begging them to hurry. They say the investigator will go tomorrow. 2 days later, Rachel doesn't show up for her lesson. Her mom texts that Rachel is sick. My heart sinks. The next morning, CPS calls me. They went to the house. They found Rachel locked in her room with no food or water. Punishment for telling me about the ruler. Her bedroom has nothing in it except a piano and a bare mattress. The walls are covered with charts tracking her mistakes and punishments. They found videos on the mother's phone. Hours of footage showing her training Rachel. In one video, Rachel's hands are tied to the piano to maintain proper position. In another, she's playing with weights attached to her wrists. But here's what made me vomit. They found Rachel's 5-year-old brother hiding in a closet. His arms are covered in bruises. He's been learning violin. Rachel never mentioned him because her mother said he wasn't good enough to talk about yet. Both kids were removed immediately. They're with their dad now, who'd been fighting for custody but kept losing because the mom seemed so perfect in court. The mother got 18 months in jail and lost custody permanently.